What's happening, everybody? Hello, welcome back to the ones who are coming back. And we are so happy to have you. We're happy to be here today. We're happy. We're always happy to be here. Always happy to be here. We're always happy to be here. And we're here to talk about kindness today and how does it open doors to you and the experiences that we have, of course, because as LocFam, we always talk about the experiences that we have and we always talk about good stuff, all right? Whatever God wants us to say, we're going to say it. I don't know who is it for, but I know it's for someone. Yeah, do you want to say hi?
Hi guys, Grand Rising on this beautiful day. Yeah, we got a powerful message today that I have a lot of experience in, and overall, just gonna share those things. And definitely, if it vibrates with you, if it resonates with you, I would definitely take note and apply it in your to-do in your today. At least let it impress upon your subconscious another perspective to look at things through, so you don't emotionally involve yourself in every interaction
Right.
that don't need to be had,
That's right.
So we're gonna share some of that information and ideas. For those who get in the live, definitely there's a description in there that's going to tell you about what today's topic is about. I think it's about today's topic, right? Okay, yeah. And overall, I feel like this information today is going to be very, very helpful. A different perspective and a way to move about this lifetime while you're here,
Yeah, that's right.
Definitely a game changer when it comes to attracting things into your experience. Yeah, that's what I want to say.
That's all I have to say.
Yeah, that's what I want to say.
You want to tell them about our team?
Yeah.
Just a little bit about it.
Yeah, so our tea today is I don't know.
Green tea.
Oh, it's green tea today.
Yeah.
We got green tea today, and I'm gonna take a sip in a second. But overall, I think we all should be practicing what I'm gonna be talking about today. I just subscribed. Thank you for subscribing.
Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for subscribing. Potato. I like your potato head. I like it.
Yeah. And I definitely just want you guys to be mindful about it and just kind of roll into how this can apply. And maybe this is a different perspective to apply in your life when you're dealing with the outside world.
Right.
I love that quote where it says, "Be not of this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind." But that first part is be not of this world.
Yeah.
Right? And I really, a lot of the times really think about it and how I can, operate in this world, and how a lot of times if I do, it's not as beneficial as I may thought it would have been.
Right.
And so I have to, be open to changing things up, because a lot of times, with my lessons in life, it's like, dude, I could have so not did that, or I could have so just not fed into that energy. Like it was not even a point, and now I'm stuck with the energy for this moment to now, clean out my energy and not be thinking about this scenario that just happened. So, we're gonna go into it.
Okay.
My wife she's cutting it up. She's chopping and screwing things up for you guys. So today's message is about kindness, right? And saying you heard that quote where it says, "Don't take my kindness for weakness."
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people don't like being kind a lot of times because they feel like they're gonna get people gonna take advantage of them and stuff. And I think there's a difference for being like kind versus being respectful and having high energy. You know, and then also too, I think there's a difference from you setting a tone for who you are, setting a tone of what you want people to see you as, setting a tone of how you walk in the room. People
Right.
know you as this, you know.
Right.
And I don't think I think there's levels to kindness, like doing things for a lot of people. You know, say for instance, a person like, hey man, can you help me out with this? Can you do this for me? And can you do this for me? It's like, yo, I can help you a few times, but I am a very productive person. I can't be giving you my energy like I'm supposed to be catering to you, you know?
Yeah.
And I feel like it just to each his own. Kindness comes from what you do, not what people ask from you a lot of the times.
Right.
I mean, and it's up to each his own too. You know, you might be in a situation where a person is like, hey man, can I get $1? I'm really trying to get this one thing, and you got $1 and you got more than $1. You can give them $1. What's $1? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
$1 is nothing. Like even if you was stuck with $1, like what's that $1 gonna do with you?
Let's
In
say
this
it's nothing. It adds up.
Yeah. Well, no, it adds up, but
wouldn't be. I'm kidding. $100 wouldn't be $100 a dollar, but it is. I mean, it's an act of kindness.
yeah,
However, someone said, how do you wash that type of hair? You put a shampoo, wash with water, put conditioner, wash with water, leave-in conditioner, whatever it is that your hair wants. That's how you wash it, just like yours. There's no difference. You would use water as well. And okay, let me read one more, baby, and then I'll let you go ahead and continue. Okay.
I live by that.
I live
rule.
by the rule, treat everyone with respect, and you will have a great day.
Absolutely.
I love that. That's so cute. Yeah.
So overall, yeah, I feel like it's levels to it, you know, levels of
Yeah.
kindness, levels of ways of interacting with people, even when people are at a very low vibration. And
Thank
you
you,
know, I
Princess.
got a lot of stories that I would like to share, but I'm going to keep it really condensed. Babe.
What? Oh.
Yeah. I just tuned in on that too. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it really condensed. For these stories, just due to it's not ready. Okay, just due to time. You know, just time.
Yeah.
So, but the first one we're gonna get into, the first point is about kindness builds trust and connections. Okay. Being kind fosters genuine relationships by showing others that you care and that you value them.
Yeah.
People are naturally drawn to those who treat them with respect and compassion, which can open doors to new opportunities, collaborations, and support networks.
Yeah.
That's why I say wherever you go, however people see you when you walk in is the tone of how they're gonna know who you are. You know, I per se keep a high vibration, and I known when people see me, they're like, oh, you always happy and stuff like that. And it's like, I just fine tune myself. Like, I'm not gonna come around people with a very low vibration.
Right.
And when I say vibration, let me clear that up too as well. I'm not gonna come around people with this energy because there's so much to be grateful for. And I've realized, like, man, I'm dealing with people. I gotta keep an upbeat attitude, man. I gotta be like, hey, you know what I'm saying?
All the
Turn
time,
up,
yeah.
peace, blessings, prosperity, success, abundance. I don't care if people don't like it. I realize that a lot of people who have a problem with you being all happy and hunky dory is like they having issues and they don't really understand how to get to that side. They don't understand how to manipulate themselves to get to a point where you're not letting well, you remember when you would walk through a field and you get the little sticky bugs on you, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like negative energy is like sticky bugs, right? You just gotta pluck them off, right? Because if you leave them on you, then it's gonna start to irritate you. Then it's gonna be irritating your skin, scratching you, sticking you, and poking you, and then it's gonna start alternating your emotions and how you feel about it, right?
Right.
And negative energy and negative people, and it's again, there's levels to this shit, okay? You don't necessarily, negativity is not necessarily a bad thing, right? Negativity also is a good thing, right? Because negativity can also be known as night and day, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's not necessarily a bad thing, but there's levels to it, all right?
Yeah.
Addressing somebody who's in a negative mood is so much different, because if you react to them and then they say something bad about you and they're like, I don't like that, you like, it's all good, man. I'm sorry you feel that way. Or somebody flick you off in traffic and you give them a thumbs up. There's a
Change.
level of dopamine
Right.
that you get because you control your emotions.
Right.
And
Right.
you look over, it's not even like a look down moment, but it's more of like, I got control of my shit over here.
Yeah.
And no matter what you're doing by doing this, right? Because that's what they want you to do. They want you to they want to keep poking you and
Stop.
poking you and poking you until you blow up.
Yeah.
Right? And when you blow up, what you're doing is you're giving them power. Right? Because this right here is like, I control your emotions. Watch,
Right.
if I could stay
I'm
in
gonna let
long
you go.
enough, I can make you mad.
Mm.
Right? And when I make you mad, because we used to do this as kids, and I never really tied it in until I had the experiences as an adult of
Yeah.
what that gesture meant. Right? And you know, the kid, once you blow up, they start laughing and stuff, right? Because it's a
Right.
hit of dopamine. They have gotten you to lose your control. And now they have literally controlled you to do what they wanted you to do, like a kid on a joystick playing a video game.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying? And I feel like, you know, having a response to every negative encounter than having a reaction to every negative encounter levels you the up. It levels you up so much that you will start to notice yourself, and there's a moment of congratulations to yourself to where it was like, damn,
Right.
I really just did that.
And then also there's a time where you meet someone you don't know, and you don't know that that person is that person who can open a door for you, or who can bless you somehow with whatever it is that you are going through or looking for. Like, let me say you want to start acting, and then that person is a producer or something like that I'm talking about. Or just like how it happened in our channel, there was a family, I forgot their name, but they got into our channel, and they were pretty not nice at first, right? But we were nice back. We didn't know that this person has like billion followers, and that's how we got to our 1,000 followers, because she stayed there for a very long time, and her people were literally subscribing to our channel like that day, and we were on 900, so we had like over over 100 people who subscribed from her channel coming to our channel, just because we showed the kindness and the nice gesture.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't know, even if going back and forth with people on your live or on your comments and stuff like that, you never know who you're going back and forth with, and you don't want to lose the connection with your people. So staying nice and being kind all the time, and even if you don't know who this person is, because you're never gonna know. You're never gonna know when your blessing is coming to you. So it's very powerful, and it's very controlling of you to focus on the positivity, the positive side of everything.
Hey man, we want to say we appreciate you guys. We got 44 people with 44 likes. We want to say we appreciate you guys for smashing that like button, because it allows us to know that the conversations that we're having with you guys are leading edge. They're helpful, because man, look, number one, man, having control over you and your emotions is the game changer. It is something, you know, in martial arts, in any form of combat,
Grand Rising.
any form of combat or anything like this that involves another person getting inside of your head, it is always the best man's advice to never allow another person to get in your head. There's a quote. I love saying this a lot of times. So if you heard me say it, then you heard me say it. Stand guard at the door of your mind, because if you want, someone else will.
Yeah.
And you don't know the intentions of that someone else.
Yeah.
You don't know if they have the best intentions of seeing you be and do and having all the good you desire.
Right.
They may not have good intentions for you. Right? They may feel like you have something that they don't have. So in order for you to go down, they might receive what you have. But that's not always the case. But that now your demise is their lesson. Of, I didn't even get what I wanted from them. Let me try it for the next person. You see what I'm saying? There's situations and scenarios that happen like that, but you got to understand,
Yeah.
it all starts with you.
Right.
And if you can manage, and if you can pour into your soul, pour into your mind, body, why it is good to be happy, why it is good to show and joy, and you know, just like, dude, like, take a moment to smell the fresh air, even if
Yeah.
it's cold outside. Like, it's cold as ish outside, right?
Right. It is
And with
super
that being
cold.
said, it's a level of appreciation still. It's a
Yeah.
level of giving gratitude and thanks, man, that it's cold outside, yo. Like, I'm not gonna complain because it's cold outside. I'm gonna give gratitude and thanks. And that will roll over into your encounters with other people. Because other people you may talk to along the day may be like, it's so cold outside, or whatever the case may be. It's like, yeah, we can all relate that it's cold, but where are you going with this energy?
Right. We have.
You know, where are we going with this? Like, is it a bad thing that it's cold outside? No, it's not a bad thing. It's nature. Everything that nature does is what it is, beyond our control. So why
Right.
complain about something that we can't control? Right? Don't nobody get on here talking about some, you know, the government control the weather.
Okay, let's get into the lives. I'm always thankful and grateful every day. That's the way. That's the way. I love
Yeah.
it. Time is so valuable. You'll find you'll waste. I believe that's way waste valuable energy. I don't
Don't
know
waste
about
valuable
that.
energy.
You
Yeah.
can't. Yeah. Facts. Okay, and then hey, beautiful couple, how are you? We are doing great. Can welcome
Fantastic.
back. It's spiritual. They have to show you. It's spiritual. They have to show you. Not sure, but wait.
If
If that angel don't work, if you allow them around
long
long
enough,
enough, they will find other angels
that
they have to get to you.
that's an interesting perspective.
Right? Hello, I'm from Nigeria in the building. Welcome.
Nigeria.
Welcome. And how are you? We're doing fantastic. How about you? Narcissist Live to get into your head. All right.
Yeah.
Please, are you on WhatsApp group? I need your orientation. You can go on our, you can press on our profile right here. It will take you straight to our thing. And then it will take, you'll take it straight to our profile, and then you can email us and we'll take it from there. Email or DM us in one of our social media platforms.
Yes.
And then please, please tell me how to talk to you better. Oh yeah, that's the way. I just told you. And then he said, so that you guys can change my life. Oh my God, we can change your life, but we can help you. We can lead you, but we can do it.
Yeah, we can give you the keys
You
and
have
the
the
tools.
power. Yes, you have
Yeah.
the power to do it. I go through this every day. What's new? It's a everyday thing out with the what? Outwitting, yeah, outwitting manipulative people.
Yeah.
Hello, welcome. Gratitude get me so far in this life. That's the power. My brother, you married me. Oh, you remind me. Wow, you remind me of the comedian Lil JJ. How are y'all doing? We are doing fantastic. Thank you for asking. I hope you two are having an amazing day.
We are having an
we are.
amazing day.
Hope you're having an amazing day too. I am on another level live with yours.
Absolutely.
Live with your
I'm on another level.
Okay. Thank you, my friends. You are welcome, John and Crystal. Welcome
what's
back.
up?
What's up? Okay, let's get in.
Yeah. That was something somebody said that made me want to give a response to.
We can go back. What was it about? Do you remember?
It was like I'm on something with people, negative manipulative
The angels?
people.
Was
No,
it
the
the angel?
manipulative people, something like that. Something like, oh yeah,
This is it.
I deal with people every day. What's new? And two, it's also too on your environment.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Your environment can also
Change.
you can also change your environment.
Yeah.
You know, a lot
Happy
of
New Year,
times,
Crystal.
a lot of the times, the universe and God and your Holy Spirit and your inner being, these energies that induce the space that you're in and give you the intuitive guidance, usually are guiding you to either leave the situation. A lot of people come up with excuses or like, oh, I can't leave because of my family and stuff like that. You know, to each his own. But if something is not working, if I keep putting in the same formula and it keep blowing up in my face, then I have to change the chemical formula that I'm using, because that formula that I'm using is obviously showing me signs that it is not working. Right? And so I'm trying to come with a solution to a situation that the formula that I keep using is backfiring. I don't want to keep getting my face blown off from putting the wrong chemicals in. That's why it's so dangerous when we talk about chemistry, right? And how things can go left-sided real quick because of the imbalance of chemicals, where they don't blend together, right? And so life is like that. Life is usually telling you like, hey man, like I just recently had to make a decision. I have personally 2 family members right now who are giving me signs that it's like, dude, I don't deserve that energy, right? I didn't do anything to you, and there's no reason for you not to have communication. Right? There's no reason for you not to explain yourself. But you know what I'm getting? I'm getting signs from God, and getting signs from the universe, and getting signs from the Holy Spirit, and getting signs from a higher level that, dude, I need to back away. I need to give you space, bro. Like, because there's no reason. I'm not about to fret myself and get emotional in myself because you feeling some type of way, and I'm working shit out myself. I have stuff on my plate. I have things that I'm dealing with. You know what I'm saying? I want to manage a certain way. I want to be a certain level. I want to be a certain coach. You know what I'm saying? I got to make sure that I show up a certain way. And none of those people are helping me along that journey. None of those people are like, yo, you're doing a great job. And it's not saying that I'm seeking that from them. But what it's saying is that you're having your issues over here. I'm answering my phone and I'm saying, hey, how's it going? And you're giving me energy that's like, and I'm like, all right, why are we talking right now? You need to go sort that out with God right now. Like, you shouldn't be calling to talk to anybody, right? Like, nobody can help you right now, especially if you're not like, yo, I've been listening to what you've been saying on all your platforms, and I need you to send, if you can, if you have the space and the time, can you send me some information so I can apply it to the stuff that I'm dealing with in my life? Do you have that? Can you help me out with that? That's a different approach, but that's not what's happening. So I have to understand that I have to give you peace, and I have to send you on your merry way, and I have to pray on you and let God deal with that. You're going to have to go to God at the end of the day, just like I had to go to God at the end of the day. And if you don't believe in God and you don't want to do that, hey, you're going to keep going on that journey, brother. You're going to keep trying to figure it out. You're going to keep trying to hit your head on the door. And I've realized that, no, that is not the way, obviously. I have to be submissive enough. I have to be vulnerable enough to understand that God is superior, bro. Like, I don't need to be like, oh, you need to get to my level. I gotta, that's, it's like, dude, it's like if I'm dealing with a dude who got a problem and I'm like, yo, man, I got the solution. I've already been through that. He like, man, I don't know, whatever. And then he like, what? Bro, why you tripping? You know what I'm saying? Why you giving me all this energy? And I'm only here just trying to just like level up the game.
Somebody says low-key disrespectful, and they take your kindness for a weakness.
And this is where you start to understand that it's not, you only get your kindness taken for weakness if you continuously do something. It's because there's a level, you know, this is a saying though. This is a saying amongst us that taking kindness for weakness. But I feel like there's a seed planted in there of, in the midst of that is like, you know, it's levels to it. So there's a seed planted to do, and when people saying people taking kindness for weakness, all I can picture is somebody like doing for somebody, right? And then they're not getting any return back. They're not like getting any value, no equity, no nothing back of appreciation of that this is helping them. And the person is like this. This the person giving, and this the cup. Until they dry, right? And that's not what I mean. You can give somebody kindness and you can bless on them, like for a situation to happen, I was like, yo, what's the problem? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They're like, and I'm like, well, man, I hope everything goes out. You know what I'm saying? I
Right.
hope everything works out for you. I see you doing having, even if you don't see that right now. And I'm going to pray on it, bro. And if you want to talk about it later when you feel a little bit level-headed, I got you. You know what I'm saying? This is still kindness. I'm not letting you so vulnerable into my solar plex or my heart area to where like I'm like, but please, I just want to help you. No, that's too much kindness.
Yeah.
There's levels to it. Like I'm still blessing on you. I'm still giving you love, right? It don't have to be like necessarily I need to cut off. No. It don't have to be like that at all. There was a scripture, and it was talking about the things that God asked for, and somebody was looking. I forgot who. I think it was Moses, if I'm not mistaken. But let me fact check. Let me fact check later. But I remember the parable. I mean, I remember somewhat of what the story was, and it was like, how do we seek first the kingdom, right? And it was like, first the individual was looking for one answer, and Jesus gave them one answer and two. Right? It's two things you have to do, but it's one thing in general, right? And so the first was, seek ye first the kingdom of heaven, and all these things, and all this righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you, right? Love yourself, love your neighbor as though you love thyself. These were two components in one, two components. So if I love my neighbor as though I love myself, right? Love thy neighbor and as you love thyself, right? This is, how am I loving myself? And like I just told you just now, my response to the individual who's giving me negative energy while I'm trying, or while I'm continuing on the journey to continuously give the energy to engage with them when I know they're not in the right space. Right? So how I love myself is, I see you are not ready yet.
Yeah.
I'm going to bless up on you. I'm going to give you the love, brother. It's all good. You don't want to talk right now? Fine. I get it. I love on you, man. I see you actually triumphant. And whatever you're going through, this too shall pass. Until then, brother, talk to you later. I love you. Talk to you later. I can't help you. Like, what? I'm not your mama. You know what I'm saying? Like, baby, I'm worried about you. No, I can't.
Knowledge says something that goes with that, but in a different way. He said, where's it at? He said, okay, wait. I was on it not too long ago. There it is. Every person that comes out of the matrix must go through dealing with these types of people.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Absolutely. I think you also deal with the type of people because you are now seeing the type of people. You are now aware of, like, these are the type of people. So now it's your time to not deal with those people, but move away from those type of people.
Yeah, you have to start closing doors at a certain point. And it's not, some people, I remember leaving Detroit, and I remember some people like, yo, you don't want me no more, you know what I'm saying? You don't even hit a brother up, da-da-da. And it's like, no, man, it's not like that. You know what I'm saying? You might be taking it like that, but that's not what the energy is. It's more of like, I'm maneuvering in a certain way, in a certain pattern where I am actually trying to become a scholar in figuring out this lifetime, figuring out where I need to go. I'm over here reading these books. Are you reading these books? Because if you're reading these books too, bro, or you reading something like that.
Hey, we got 112 people with 112 likes.
We got 112
Thank you, guys.
people with 112 likes.
We love it.
Listen, yo. If you reading the same type of books, then guess what? We got something in common. Because if you're moving the same patterns that I used to move, that I'm now not moving no more, I can't talk to you about that no more, fam.
That person,
If I'm becoming a mechanic, if I'm becoming a mechanic, this is quote unquote. If I'm becoming a mechanic, and you not becoming a mechanic, and we get to talking about something that's left-sided while I'm in my studies of becoming a mechanic, we can't talk right now. Because right now I need to be talking to people who talking about mechanic shit.
That's true. Somebody said, sometimes I hate being too kind, but I don't want to get karma from treating people how they deserve to be handled.
And remember, there's levels to kindness. You can give people love from a distance. You can give people love and send them off on their merry way.
The only way to get to the point of like not reaching your karma is to close the doors. Say no. and just
Yeah.
remove the people. You guys don't have anything in common. If they're not being kind and you want to treat them in a certain way, I believe that you removing them into your circle or into your life in general and just focusing on what you're doing and be kind to the new people that you meet and believe that God is gonna, bring you or bless you with people who are going to be in a great relationship with you.
And I want to just say shout out to everybody who's throwing the hearts in the comments. We love the hearts. I realized that asking and letting people know that we dig the hearts is another thing because,
Yeah.
like-minded individuals, man, there's a lot of us out here and there's a lot of us who are not on that wave, who want to be
Yeah.
on that wave, but let alone ain't ready to be on that wave. And that's so fine because the information that I'm tapped into today was not who I was not too long ago. You know what I'm saying? And I really had to humble myself a lot of times. And I hear humble a lot, but I really had to humble myself as like, if I'm arguing with somebody, I'm having a good day. This person's not. And then they say something. I'm like, yo, who you talking to? You know what I'm saying? Already, I just let down my guard of I was up here and I literally just took my crown off and set it down to step off my podium to come down and talk to you and argue with you at this point. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying it in an arrogant way. I'm saying it in we all kings and queens, right? And we all kings and queens over a certain assignment. But there's a major, bigger king, right? There's someone we have to oversee. There's someone who's overseeing us.
That's right.
Right? We overseeing people and overseeing a situation and assignment, but there's something bigger than
from
us.
Texas.
Right.
Christian.
And so understanding that is a major thing. There's a major awareness. And so with this being said, guys, there's a way to move with people. There's a way to become aware on how you interact with each individual. And you don't necessarily have to give your energy in a way that don't align with who you truly are, right? Notice arguing with somebody usually leaves you with the energy later. So when you done left 20 minutes ago, 30 minutes ago, and you're still thinking about the encounter that happened 30 minutes ago. So you're still stuck in the past, which the past is ceased to exist. It doesn't even exist anymore. It's a thing in the past, right? And so what I've realized is when I do that, I'm literally holding on to that energy that I don't want. Because obviously I don't want to feel like that, right? I don't want to feel like that. I don't want to keep sitting here in deep thought about something I don't give a flute scoot toot about, right? And thank you. Love you. And I realize when I respond differently, it moves everything so smoothly. Somebody's mad, I'm like, yo, I'm sorry to hear that, bro, man. And really try to find a place to come from a genuine space and not arrogant and not funny, not trying to laugh at you and stuff like that. Like, aha, keep your energy over there. You feeling that way. No, not like that, but really seek and sift and sort in myself that, yo, I'm sorry you feel that way, man. And here's a couple of stuff, because this is where leveling up yourself as a scholar comes in. You have words to actually say to bless on people, to really bless them, man. You know how powerful it is to really bless somebody? Yo, I see you having all the good you desire, bro. And things are going to work out. This too shall pass, man. And even if it's not for you right now, you feel like it's not, it will. Yeah, and when I see you next time, if I see you another time, I'll be like, hey, is that thing still happening? No, it's not. Right, that's what I thought, right? And having those words on deck, being able to be a scholar and write stuff down and be able to embody and bring it into your experience so you can give it to others and you can make it work for yourself, is another aspect. It's another movement, man. It's another movement. And so, long story short, guys, having power over yourself, man. Having power over how you conduct with people, how you interact. You don't have to be rude. You don't have to be like, oh, I don't want to deal with people. I felt that at some point in time, man. I really did. I really felt that at some point in time, but I realized, like, no, man, that's not the way. That's not the way, because a lot of people is truly lost. Man, a lot of people is truly lost because they're not doing what I'm doing. they're not listening to people who got it already figured out. They're not per se who got it already figured out. Nobody has it figured out. This is a lifetime movement, but they're not being seekers of the information is already here, right? The information is already here. I just need to be able to fine tune myself, keep seeking, and they will keep coming. All the information that I need to encounter life is already here. Let me just accumulate those things and let me change out old belief systems that no longer work for me and add these new ones in. Because then I'll be able to look at life and be like, well, I have this new belief system and this is what this new belief system said. So I'm going to go ahead and throw that out there. These are the promises that God said. So, I mean, I'm going ahead and lean on this. Even if I had old belief system that literally stuff that I picked up from my mom that I had to really let go. And was like, why am I thinking that? Like, that doesn't work. And I'm like, my mom is a product of that. I'm like, yo, and not saying that, but this is my mom. It's like I've given my mom nuances, new words to say, and new words to replace old things with.
Yeah.
This is a part of life. This is a part of being and leveling up yourself. You're not the same person that you was yesterday. Cellularly wise, mentally wise, physically wise, all of that.
Yeah.
Right?
That's true.
There's a thing that they say as the older you get, you lose muscle mass.
Yeah.
Right? You go through a cycle where you have old dead cells that you have to flush out of your body.
Right.
Right? So those are old dead cells that are literally kicking out, and the new cells just literally came into existence. So with this being said, you're not the same person that you was yesterday, but you can mentally be stuck as the same person that you was yesterday. And this is why eating information, knowledge, and wisdom, mentally eating these things, writing it down, highlighting it, taking it into you, bringing it into your existence, bringing awareness to it, applying it in your verbal day-to-day life will allow you to change the mindset, the things that you used to look at and how you used to think. It'll change those things.
Well, we apologize. We're not going to be able to read all the comments, but we're going to pick and choose. So this one says, we are all not on the same level. People say we're all this. What? People say we're all this. We're all the same. And that, no, God chooses who he feels can hold the power.
I feel like that's true. I feel like everybody... You want to say first?
Yeah, I believe it is true, and I also believe that there's how can I say this? There's a chance for everyone. I think there's a chance for everyone, and there's growth. Like if you're willing to grow, then and learn, and you can literally be able to hold the power.
I think God. I think the statement is true to a certain degree. Now. But I think God intended for everyone. I think God intended for us all to be an expression of what heaven on earth, what heaven on earth is supposed to be like. And the only way he can express what heaven on earth is like is through us, right? And so I think that he intended for all of us to do this at the same time, because it'll be much of a higher vibrational push and a higher vibrational change on earth, right? Yeah. Because then we will experience what heaven truly is on earth, because the syncness of Christ consciousness will allow us to do things that we all have an in sync mindset on, right? So also to add on that, the reason why I believe this is because each individual that gifted the life to come here on earth had to survive out of 999 million sperm cells. I literally just made that number up, but if you can get the right number, 999 million sperm cells, right? There's a lot of your brothers and sisters that you basically, you know, it's like, what is it? What they say when somebody's like, it's a phrase that they use when there's people, you know, dying and stuff, like, you gotta live for yourself or something. I forgot how the phrase goes, but I was gonna use it. But you literally was in survival state to get to the egg, and all your brothers and sisters that didn't make it, they died, guys. They died, okay? And let's just be real, they died, all right? And so you survived out of 990 million sperm cells of your brothers and sisters to get here. Yeah. And this is why I believe that everybody is supposed to. However, not everybody is awakened, and there are powers that be that wants to change you from the direction, so therefore that the power leans in the other direction. And if people don't know who they are, then they're stagnant. There's stagnation, right? And then that's where your comment comes in, to where we are supposed to be here as individuals of us and like-minded individuals to have the power to awaken the others.
Love it.
Right? We're not supposed to force them, but we're supposed to inspire them.
Yeah.
We're not supposed to change them, but we're supposed to be that to which we are, so we can emanate to which they see they are. Right? And people like, something about them, it resonates with me.
Right.
It's like, I feel like that's me, and they have traits that's me, but I'm like, I gotta unlock those me's,
true.
right?
And then Iris says, I'm 55 this month. Happy birthday. My kids are married. They try to help me be better.
Exactly.
That's the way. That's where the blessings come from. If you can take care of your parents, and if you can be there for your parents, you're not forced to, but if you can take care of your parents, be there for your parents, help them get better, that's where the blessings is.
No, you're not forced to, but that's where the wheel comes in with
Yes.
what Dick Techno says.
Yes.
Techno says, and it was talking about the will. I didn't read the whole thing, but
Man
that's where
has
the will
free
comes.
will.
Honor thy mother.
Oh, where over here,
Hold
man
on.
has free will.
Yeah,
which
honor
allows
thy
us to
mother and
be.
thy father, and honoring them. You have to look up the dictionary of honor. It's just not respecting them, but honoring them is like, if you have the gems, if you have the mindset, honor them by blessing them with that mindset.
Right.
You don't necessarily have to go be combative and like, oh, I'm just trying to tell you how to live. The way you're doing it is just not right. No. No. Lead by example. Impress upon their subconscious bit by bit. You know, you can't change a kid overnight, but you can definitely impress upon their subconscious a certain way to move and be, because that's who you are. That's who you become.
Yeah.
So then they see the pattern of this person is how they show up every single time. And then it starts to change the child, because they're not like, oh, okay, I hear those new words. Oh, I hear the words that you just used. That's okay. Well, yeah, I'm having a great day too. Like my daughter, she says, people ask her how's her day going, she's like, I'm having a fantastic day. It's been fantastic. Where do you think she get that from? Where do you think she get that from?
Everyone loves. Most of the people love that.
So,
and they just like, oh my gosh, she's so cute, by saying that. Yeah. Good morning, everyone. Hello, leaving for Jesus. Hello.
We do have one more.
We have one more?
Yeah, we didn't get to it. The last
second one
was kindness. Okay. Number 2 is kindness enhances your reputation.
Like stone for being.
Kindness enhances your reputation. And I am a living testimony of that.
Oh, it does.
I truly am a living testimony. Me watching myself outside myself and looking at the responses and nuances of people, what they say and what they share. And when they share, you know, I just bless them. Like, yo, I appreciate you for actually sharing that.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people will keep those stuff to yourself. And so you're not able to analyze yourself on the outside unless somebody share what their perspective is about you on the outside. And so when people do that, man, I really bless on them. I really be like, yo, I appreciate you for taking the time to share that comment, because if you hadn't shared that comment, I wouldn't have been able to see it from your point of view, right? Which is a point of view from you, or how you look at me on the outside. So I'm able to take my eyes and look at from your lens, you know? And which makes me feel like, you know, I'm straightening my collar. Like, okay, I'm on the right path. I'm glad you see that. Like, I ain't out here just fretting and fronting, you know? But fretting and fronting is what they say. They said, fake it till you make it. And there's levels of people like, I ain't faking nothing, right? And I used to be like, I ain't faking nothing, right? And then I understood.
I mean,
like,
it's the way that
I understood the power of faking it till you make it, right? But I understood the power of perspective, right? There's a way of looking at faking till you make it that's in a negative sense, and there's a way of looking at it in a positive sense.
I would say fake it until you make it in a way of you becoming who you want to become before you be that person. That's how you need to look at it. But faking it in terms of like you're gonna spend all your paycheck just because, you know, that's not
there you go.
That's not it.
That's not it.
That's not it. Just because you wanna buy the Louis Vuittons and shit.
Yeah.
That's not it.
But you could fake it until you make it while investing in dividends, investing in shares. You could fake it until you make it while investing in crypto.
Yeah.
Right? But then don't be just investing in crypto. Do your studies, listen to videos, take notes, you know, listen to the news, or not news, but the crypto news or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
And so, quote unquote, you're faking being an investor. By you faking it, you're not really faking. I'm just trying to use the analogy of it is
you're
that
becoming.
you are being. And what does a person who invests do, they be, right? They be this, they do this, they watch this, they do this, and you're just taking on all the characteristics of what this person does
Yeah.
until you are that person, until it hits for you, until you experience it,
Yeah.
really get the blissful state of, oh man, one of these just hit. I'm
Right.
in it.
Right.
Like it's lit right now, you know? And what that being said is like all of your existence is being. And people have put the term of faking it. I don't think they initially applied it to what I'm talking about, but they initially applied it to people trying to be something that they're not, as far as in trying to impress other people.
Yeah.
Right? That's faking it till you make it. Why are you trying to impress somebody else? You're only supposed to be impressing
Yourself.
God and yourself.
Yeah.
Impress yourself by keeping your promises to yourself.
Impress God by finishing that resolution.
I'm telling you, impress God by doing the stuff that you've read that God asks
Small
us
steps.
to do.
I love that.
To lead by example, to be
Yeah.
the shine, to show what heaven on earth looks like. Me and us doing what we're doing is a part of what heaven looks like.
Yeah.
It's a part of what heaven. This is what God wants us to do. There's levels to this shit. Obviously, you know, there's levels to it.
Yeah.
He just wants to be proud that this is what we're doing. We're inspiring other people to move and act and be the same.
Yeah.
You don't want kids over there talking about, you know what I'm saying? Like, dude, I will bop you up in your little head, boy. What are you talking to? You know? You want respectable kids. You want kids that are like, hey, I like your. It's like, oh, you look nice, man. Give you a little dap. Dab on the boy. You know what I'm saying? You want the energy of these kids being appreciative, inspired. You know, they loving energy and they just want to do more and be more and have more and be better.
Right. That's right.
They want to make a change. And you want to be that for them.
Thank you, Eric. Welcome back.
What up, though, Eric?
You guys are new prophets. We need y'all. Amen. Knowledge says, I impress God by going against influence, turn away, and change.
Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you, Iris. We appreciate you saying that.
Yeah. Influences for me would have been sugar, right? That's an influence. I like me some little sweet stuff. And I'm not even a candy person.
For me, it's caffeine.
You know? And that's a major influence. That's something that I had to sit back and I was like, man, are you addicted to this? And like, man, you know what I'm saying? No, I'm saying, like, I can go a midday without it. You know, I mean, I can go a day without it. I can go 2 days without it, obviously. Like, I can go a whole lifetime without it. But, like, as far as in the want and the desire, you know what I'm saying? Like, how much am I willing to tell myself no? You know? And is my no more frivolous? You know? It's like, no, you can't have it. Well, you can have it a little bit later. You know? Like wait. Oh, we can have it later? Okay. Well... How about an hour from now, you know? and really just checking yourself, guys. Just really checking yourself, really checking in. And that statement is like, how much are you being influenced? You know, and you see a little advertisement, you know, like again, influence is stand guard at the door of your mind, because if you want, someone else will. And I would rather be influenced by somebody who have good intention.
Thank you, Eric.
And are replicating what the essence of the kingdom looks like. When people are in the gym working out and they're helping others, right? And they're not just collecting a paycheck. Obviously, when you do the work, yes, pay me. Obviously, yes. That's just the way of giving is. This is the abundant mindset. This is the prosperous mindset. We're talking about dealing with a king. God is a king. Right. Yahshua HaMashiach, Jesus Christ, Lord and Savior, is a king. There ain't no poverty in kingdomship. You see what I'm saying? There's a book. There's 2 books, right? My favorite one. There's The Richest Man in Babylon. The Richest Man in Babylon talks about how the father is the king, and he gives his son. He gives him 10 years. He gives his son 3 bags of gold or something like that, right? Be blissful, Kanye. It gives his son 3 bags of gold or whatever the case may be, and he's supposed to, within that 10 years, he's supposed to come back. He's supposed to use, his daddy gave him the bags of gold and gave him a tablet that was 5 rolls of gold. My man's put that tablet in his back pocket and was working with the money. He did not educate himself on that, right? And so this is another story, right? And then going to the Bible, you have the book about you have the story about the 3 men where God gave them gold a piece, right? And each man did something different with the goal. You had one man times it by 5, you had another man times it by 2, and you had another man who didn't get any times in it. He just buried the money and tried to keep it safe. And God was like, no, that's sin. You did not do what I wanted you to do. You did not multiply. This is coming from a place of lack and coming from a place of fear, and this is not who I am. This is not my mindset. This is not prosperity. This is not love. This is fear-based, which means if you operate in fear and lack means that you're not operating in the Holy Spirit. You're not operating in righteousness, consciousness. You're not operating in kingdomship. You're operating in a poverty neighborhood. You're hiding it? Hiding it from who? I mean, we obviously know who, but I mean, like, you buried it. You didn't even multiply it. This is gold. This is an eternal material. I mean, you can double it, triple it, flip it. And more of the story is, you have a gift, you have talent, or you have this thing where you're implementing a high level of somebody's appreciating with the work that you've done.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh man, baby.
I know.
Oh man.
Hopefully we'll make it.
Oh man, oh man.
Don't think about it.
All right. I gotta dry my clothes, y'all. But yeah, this is I'm currently reading the Bible and Chronicles in order every day. I found it. If I miss a day, I am. Wow, I can get a headache. That's interesting. That is very interesting. That's probably a sign for you, honestly. Kingdom work. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Kingdom work. Hey yo, kingdom work. Kingdom work. Kingdom work.
Hey.
Kingdom work. Kingdom work. Kingdom work. Yeah, kingdom work. All right. Sis, you are so cute. The best couple in the whole world.
Thank you.
Hope you stay together and never get separated. Nope, I don't see that happening. All praise be to God on that one. And one of the things that I mentioned in our videos, when you guys go check those out, in our content that we make, we have Q&A questions. We call it Essential Love Questions, and you guys can go check those out. But one of those questions was, first relationship that I intentionally invited God in and told God that you're at the top.
Coming out tomorrow.
You're at the top of this relationship. You're at the pinnacle of this relationship. You are the, there ain't no me and her. There's you and then me and her.
Right.
And I'd rather have you and then me and her than me and her. Because I've done me and her before.
Yeah.
And those didn't work out. They didn't work out because my own desires, and things like that, and flip-floppy, and thus far of when I'm not acting right or she's not acting right, who do we go to?
Yeah.
And if she doesn't go to God, who is she gonna go to outside of God?
Right, my friends. The ones who are not married.
I would rather not. And even for myself, I would rather not, for certain stuff, for certain advice that I should not be getting from somebody else.
Yeah.
Right? I have my brother, and my brother gives me good advice about a lot of stuff, and it's therefore if God bless him to say something that I didn't ask him or I did ask him, then he gives me a right, but he's not married, right? Yeah. And so with that being said, there's some things I just can't ask you. I gotta go to God about. Right? And I gotta have God pick out a certain individual that just somehow springs a message that I'm just like, hey, wait a minute, that's kind of close to what that's going on in my life, know? And you just gotta really trust, and how you trust in God, because I can understand for a lot of people where they're like, I don't really understand how I can trust in something I've never seen before, but it's like you can trust because you're familiarizing yourself with this specific person, with this with this specific energy. So why? There's information that talks about the characteristics, the promises, a government. You got to understand that when we're dealing with the Bible, we're dealing with a government, right? A kingdom as a government. You got to understand how it moves. And the reason why a lot of us as Americans don't understand how the Bible benefits a lot is because we have been we've been in capitalism, so we don't really understand the impact of how a kingdom moves, what does a kingdom look like? We ain't never been exposed to it. We ain't never been citizens of a kingdom. So we have to study and we have to understand, like, how does a kingdom move? What are the benefits of being a citizen of a kingdom, right? And there's so much, man. There's so much that I can talk about, but I can't get all up into it and all up and witty up and kitty.
Okay,
Right.
Pastor Rhymes. There's neither Jew nor Greek.
Oh,
There is
Joshua.
neither bond nor free. There is neither male nor female, for you are all one in Christ Jesus.
Ah, yes.
That's true. I am white, you're black.
I had a guy ask me the other day. And then I think
You
we're gonna
are
be
very
done.
cute. I am from, I don't know if you know her.
No, we don't.
Where are you from? We are from Texas. Okay, smile and stop. Bible is the best. Bible is the best guideline if you know how to see the relation to your own life.
Yeah, I had an individual who was asking me. He was like, do you know what church do you go to? He asked me, what church do you go to? And I think he's known in the neighborhood or known in the area that. Whoa, what the hell? What's that thing in there?
It's the key.
No, y'all didn't put that key in there.
I know. Where was I going to put it? It was going to get lost.
Oh my goodness.
Go.
Anyways, yes, what church did I go to and stuff like that. But yeah, I think he's known in the
Do
neighborhood
you
for
know
asking
the
people.
country of... No, I don't know. I'm sorry.
Well,
I'm out.
all right.
Peace and love.
Yeah, so he all right, let me just fast forward. That's what I'm gonna do. That's probably a sign. Fast forward.
That's what.
He asked me, he was like, yeah, about going to a Catholic church and stuff like that. And I had to tell him, I was like, if we are not gonna agree on this right now, then we can't talk anymore, man. And I was like, you asking me to go to a Catholic church, and I was like, are you aware that Jesus wasn't religious? Are you aware that Jesus only spoke about the king and the kingdom?
Yeah.
Are you aware that even when the apostles and all these other people were trying to get him to come to church, even when they summoned Jesus to talk amongst the council, he didn't even speak into them until he got into in front of a kingdom. And that's when he spoke. And then the king asked him, he says, are you a king? And he said, yes, I am. And that was the first time he talked. When he got in front of religious leaders, he did not speak to them. He didn't open his mouth. There's not one actual scripture in there that tells you that Jesus was a religious man. And so if the same religious people crucified him and condemned him to die, why are we following religion? Obviously, it tells us that's just the wrong path. But neither here nor there. If y'all can, I mean, I really don't care about what a lot of people think when it comes to those type of things. I'm on the journey myself, and I realize that if we're following the person that we're supposed to be following, Yahshua HaMashiach, Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior, was not a religious man. He spoke about the king and the kingdom. And I think a lot of us don't understand that. We tie it in religion because we've been prompted to tie it in religion. We've been guided to tie it in religion. As far as I can think back with my mother and my father, all they knew was religion. They didn't know about a kingdom because we're not exposed to a kingdom.
Yeah.
Right? We're not exposed to what kingdomship is like. So how can we even fathom how we operate within the kingdom? How can we even fathom where Jesus Christ was coming from when he was talking about him being a king of a kingdom? They're like, but where's your chariot? Where's all your men? And he's like, yo, it's a kingdom of heaven. Mm-hmm. It's beyond your capacity of fathoming. This is beyond your understanding.
Yeah.
This is on a whole nother level. And so my man's, when I said that statement, somehow, some way he got quiet. And I said, I ended it. I just left it at that. And I was like, yeah, okay, well, if you can't, obviously I thought he was going to have a rebuttal back, but that's not what happened. I was like, well, this is where we at, sir.
Yeah.
This is where we at. So you talking about Catholic and all that stuff? I go to a church and I give donations to a church. am I all the way in? Like, oh, this is no. I'm not all the way in like that because I never came from that direction. I was raised in that environment, but I only decided because this church, with my mentors and the people that I've gotten my information from, this church somewhat aligns to some of those things. Not all of those things, but I don't want to get caught up in comparisons when I'm dealing with these type of sensitive topic. So what I do is I look for synchronicities that allow. There's still some things that
Doing it now. Mm-hmm.
There's still some things that they do that I'm just like, okay. But I look for synchronicities. And so far, they align with some of those synchronicities. So it's okay for me to have a place to where I can donate to and allow them to work the funds to move in the areas that they got, that if they let God, to me, it feels like they let God move them in the direction of where they need to do with the money. After it's out of my hands and I send it to them, I don't have any other thought. I already did what God asked me to do, and the rest is up to them. If they don't follow the law and they don't follow what God asked them to do, they ain't got nothing to do with me.
Right.
They ain't got nothing to do with me. I did what I needed to do. I came to the kingdom, all right? So I just realized not getting caught up in all the nuances and all of the skips and trips and all of that stuff like that. And really just understanding like, yo, just do what I'm asking you to do. That's all. Just do what I'm asking you to do, and trust. Why? Well, if you die today, none of it's gonna go to you anyway. Where is it gonna go?
Right.
To my family. Yeah, but if it was all annihilated, where is it gonna go after that? It's gonna go back into the pool of whoever wants to use it, whether it's bad or good people. So why are you tripping about it? Ooh, come on, man. Why are you tripping about it? Did you hear that? Did you hear that, man? Dang, bro. Like, why you tripping about it? Why are you tripping about it? It's going to go right back into the pool, whether it's in this country or another country. It's circulation.
Right. It goes around.
It's currency. Current. A current. A waterway. Currency. Circulating. Wherever current it goes. That's why we're able to convert money into different aspects in different countries. Because it's a currency. God, leave, man. I'm dropping drums. I'm dropping drums.
Germs,
man.
we gotta go.
Germs, man. Not germs, guys. Not germs. Gems.
I said gems.
Yeah, man. But look, I think that was the hit of the day. I think we good where we left off. And hopefully our topic for tomorrow is going to be lifted again, man.
This one was good, huh?
Yeah, this one was real good. I really had a good time with this. So I want to say peace, blessings, prosperity, and success of abundance in y'all journey in life. And I see y'all having all the good you desire.
Guys.
We're here to be of service as much as we possibly can, and as much as God telling us to do what we need to do. Yeah. And it only is going to go get better from here, you know? Right. Things are always working out, and whatever trial and tribulation come, it too shall pass.
Just got to believe.
And stay ready so you ain't got to get ready. Yeah. So peace, love, unity, respect.
We love you.
And safely have fun, guys.
See you tomorrow. Same time, same place, 8 a.m. Central Time to 9.
And make sure you go check out our content. Make sure you go check out our videos
yes,
too.
Dropping
as well.
Tomorrow. A new video tomorrow is coming up, and then the next one on Friday. So yeah, we love y'all. See you tomorrow.
Peace.